Please be seated. The first meeting of the 2023 to 2024 USC Council is now called to order. We will begin with the land acknowledgement. Western University is situated on the traditional territories of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, Lenape, and Attawandaron peoples who have long-standing relationships to the land and region of southwestern Ontario and the City of London. The local First Nation communities of this area include Chippewa of the Thames First Nation, Oneida Nation of the Thames, and Munsee Delaware Nation. In the region, there are 11 First Nation communities and a growing Indigenous urban population. Western values the significant historical and contemporary contributions of local and regional First Nations and all of the original people of Turtle Island, North America. In the future, I will be asking counselors and exec if they want to give the land acknowledgement and a personal statement. So if you're interested, feel free to reach out. Now the Western song. Peter, you want to unmute? Oh. Do I need to share audio? Yeah. Okay, we'll now proceed with roll call. So please head over to Echo 360 and there's two options, present or absent. Okay, perfect. All right, we will now move on to the approval of the agenda as it stands right now. We will have 2 4-election items. We will elect the standing committee chairs. We will have the ratification of standing committee membership and the election of counselor to club's government hiring committee. We will also motion to approve exec reports. And then for action, we will amend council composition procedure and standing orders of council. We will be commissioning the advocacy policy papers, and we will make amendments to the club's governance board terms of references, and then regular other procedure. Can I get a mover to approve the agenda? I don't know last names yet, so maybe I'll look at you into the mic. Counselor and then last name.
Counselor Sani.
Okay, and then Counselor Uslis will be our seconder. Are there any questions on this? Are there any points of debate or amendments to be made at this time? Okay, if there are none, please head over to Echo 360 and vote. Okay, the agenda passes unanimously. We will now move on to the approval of minutes. Can I get a mover?
Counselor MacDonald.
Okay, and Counselor Kermack will second. Are there any questions on this? Are there any points of debate or amendments to be made? If there are none, head over to Echo 360. I've just been informed that there are no minutes to approve, but thank you for doing that anyways. So we'll now move on to our first motion. This is the Standing Committee Chair elections. President Ajak will be our mover, and we'll need a seconder.
Counselor Solovsky.
Okay, great. Melissa, if possible, can you send me the ballot so I can I read off the names? But we will hear a 1 minute speech from all of our candidates, and at that point, there will be a ballot for voting, and then what you'll be voting on for Echo 360 is to approve the results of that poll, basically. Yep, go ahead. Go ahead, Peter.
My God. Oh my God. 2 minute speeches. 2 minute speeches in the motion. Could you hear me?
Okay, great. We are going to start with G and F, and your first candidate is Counselor Laura Crow. So you have 2 minutes whenever you start speaking, and then I'll start the time.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I just want to start off by apologizing for not being there in person. I've been in bed all weekend with the flu. I would like to just share a little bit of my background with you all. I'm entering in my 5th year at King's University, and I am the KUCSC president this year. I'm doing an honors specialization in political science and a major in social justice and peace studies with a certification in law and public policy. I applied to chair as I felt it was a unique honor and privilege for an affiliate president to hold the title of chair, as affiliates can often go unnoticed, unrepresented, and not included in the conversations at all. I feel this is a seat at the table that the affiliates have been longing for. Something I would like to mention to you all is that I'm taking only one course next year. I'm taking a very reduced course load as I really want to be able to be present and successful as the role as KUCSC president. As I understand the role of chair does add another commitment, I believe I am able to do it effectively due to my very reduced course load. I believe that my skill set that will be beneficial to this role is my high level of professionalism, my communication skills, my passion for good governance and collegiality, and my strong desire for the affiliates to have a seat at the table when decisions are being made. As I am almost 2 months into the role of KUCSC president, I'm currently the chair of the KUCSC board of directors, and I've undergone training for being a chair. I've had this very recent firsthand experience of chairing a meeting. As I know many of you are not affiliate students and may be questioning what I have to offer for Western students, I can assure you as chair, I will not only have an affiliate lens, but rather bring that as an additional lens to this committee. As all students, Western and affiliates deserve a chair that understands the weight of this role, the responsibility that the committees hold, and discussions around governance and finance are one of the biggest conversations that a student council can have. I ask that you all take the vote of an affiliate president, as I think I will bring a unique lens to this committee, and I think that there can be an agreement of affiliates being underrepresented, and this is an opportunity to start that change. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. And next up in governance and finance, we will have Counselor Austin Wang.
Testing, testing. Is everyone able to hear me all right? Okay, perfect. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Austin Wang, and I'm running to chair the Governance and Finance Committee. As many of you know by now, I'm very passionate about politics and policy, and seek to bring what experience I have in these fields to the betterment of council. I'm excited to work with Sunday and the exec team to expedite the budgeting process and ensure the review of a mountain of various policies in the manual runs smoothly this year. So fun fact, for example, the counselor accountability and discipline procedure is up for review just next month in July 2023. And so basically that sort of just outlines the process for punishing / disciplining or removing counselors, essentially to help make sure that you guys are showing up for work and doing your job. So that's something I'm looking forward to working on. I would bring to the table my experience chairing meetings for the high school student union that I was president of just last year. And the insight I've gained from interning from a city councilor this summer, who just so happens to be the chair of the Environment and Climate Change Committee for the city of Ottawa. So that's how you can figure out who I'm working for. Fundamentally, I want to ensure that things flow smoothly for both council and exec, for the sake of our constituents. As chair, I would focus on building consensus via constant communication and engagement with all stakeholders, be it Sunday, Bianca, council, or club execs, for example, as we work to improve our club's policy and the CGB this year, one of the major priorities we discussed at our meeting yesterday. So as such, folks, I hope that you will place your confidence in me for effective governance and an efficient committee. Thank you.
Okay, those were our two governance and finance candidates. We'll now move on to university affairs, starting with Councillor Mary Batista.
Hi everyone, my name is Mariana Batista. I'm the Health Studies Counselor. Right now I'm doing an honor specialization in rehabilitation sciences with a minor in psychology. So I believe that I'm a qualified candidate for this position because of my experiences both with the processes of formulating policy recommendations, but also with chairing meetings. Last year I was on Pride USC under their research and advocacy portfolio. So a lot of my responsibilities were to formulate solutions based on research to increase the inclusivity and safety on campus for LGBTQ plus identifying students. So a lot of that work is similar to the work which falls under the jurisdiction of university affairs. Also, I was on board of first years. I was elected as their external committee vice president, meaning that I was to organize and supervise meetings for the committee. And so I really hope to bring over some of that experience to this role, making sure that we're working together, being organized and prepared for meetings, using our time efficiently, and making sure that we're getting active participation from everyone because it's very important. So yeah, I believe that my experiences make me prepared for this role and will help me to excel in it. Thank you.
Next up in university affairs, we have Stavros how do you say your last name? Leukakos. Thank you.
Hi everyone, how are y'all doing today? Good? Good, I hope? Awesome. Those of you who don't know me, I'm Stavros Leukakos, and I'm running for chair of the University Affairs Standing Committee. I firmly believe that I possess the qualities and dedication necessary to excel in this position and make a positive impact on our university community. First and foremost, my experience and skills make me well suited for this role. Being a first rep on the Social Science Students Council, a delegate for the USC's local AXA Week, and most importantly, just being a student enables me to understand the diverse needs and concerns of our student body. This has also allowed me to develop strong communication and leadership skills that are vital for representing our collective interests. In addition, I possess a keen eye for detail and a passion for thorough research. I'm committed to conducting comprehensive analysis of university policies and proposing innovative ideas that address these issues. My dedication to quality and excellence will ensure that our committee's recommendations are well-researched, well-structured, and ultimately contribute to positive change. Collaboration lies at the heart of my leadership philosophy. I strongly believe in the power of teamwork and inclusivity. As chair, I will foster an environment where committee members feel heard, valued, and motivated to contribute their unique perspectives, as well as create a strong connection with Maria, the Vice President of University Affairs. By fostering a culture of collaboration, we can generate creative solutions to complex challenges and enhance the university experience for all. Lastly, I am deeply committed to fostering a culture of transparency and accountability. I firmly believe that the student council should be an open and accessible body, allowing every student to voice their concerns and have their opinions heard. Through regular updates and communication channels, I will ensure that our committee's work remains transparent and responsive to the needs of our student community. In conclusion, I am dedicated to the enhancement of our university experience and believe that my passion, experience, and collaborative approach makes me an ideal candidate for Chair of University Affairs Standing Committee. Together, let us work towards creating a vibrant and inclusive campus environment that empowers every student to thrive. Thank you for your consideration.
Our final candidate in University Affairs is Councillor Giasani.
Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Giasani and I will be a science counselor for this year. To start off, I would like to outline that I am a biology student with a minor in poli-sci, and this will be my first time on council, so I'm super excited. So as chair, your key responsibilities are to outline and set an agenda, make sure you're keeping your team and everyone else on council effectively up to date and communicated about what the chair is doing. And I believe I have the skills for this. As AVP on USC's Public Arts, I did a lot of organization and admin tasks, which helped me kind of gain skills to help in this role, such as setting the agenda, making sure we're staying true to the minutes, making sure that team participation and everyone was engaged, and ensuring that we had a good plan of where to go next and how I could help my VP team lead my team next. So using these skills that I learned and from my other experiences, I would like to work with Maria and the rest of the committee and council to effectively be the chair, be the main communication point, and allow the council to have a good understanding of where the University Affairs Committee is going with their policies, where they're focusing their projects, and what our main priorities are. So I would really like to just be that, point of communication and the chair of the committee to ensure that everyone is feeling safe, included, and has a chance to voice their voice their opinions and ideas. Thank you.
We are now moving on to the External Affairs Standing Committee, starting with Councillor Peter Kermack.
Okay. Can everyone hear me okay? Oh, there I am. Okay. In March of 2022, I was first elected as a counselor on this University Students' Council. And what an incredible journey my first term was. Having had the opportunity to speak on issues that matter to my constituents and make a positive impact in this Western community has meant the world to me. Whether that's attending the Ontario Undergraduate Student Alliance General Assembly or working on and passing a motion to advocate for more kosher and halal food options on campus. I'm constantly working to ensure that I'm representing my constituents to the best of my ability. And that's why I ran for a second term. So I can continue the work that this council has started and be a part of this new council as we build a legacy of our own. Last year, I was elected vice chair of the Governance and Finance Standing Committee. In this position, I was able to learn how to run a committee. I learned how to schedule, organize, and facilitate standing committee meetings with ease. I even had the opportunity to serve as chair myself a few times in absence of the elected chair. In essence, the chair of a standing committee has two purposes. Primarily, their role is to act as the speaker for their standing committee, just as Bella does for general council meetings. Their second purpose is to lead the committee, working to ensure that their collective goals are met and keeping their designated portfolio on track. Today, I'm running to be chair of the External Affairs Standing Committee because I believe in the power of external advocacy through government. On a municipal level, as the City of London's student housing rent continues to climb and buses continue to be late and nonstop road maintenance continues to limit student mobility, it's clear that this is the year that the USC must play a role in conquering these issues. Now, I'm not going to promise you that these issues will be solved by the end of the year. That would be impossible. But what I can promise you is that I will ensure that the external affairs portfolio stays focused and on track to make a difference in the lives of our constituents through external advocacy on these issues. Together, we can make a difference. Thank you.
Okay, up next in External Affairs, we have Councillor Victoria Sasu.
Hi everyone, my name is Victoria Sasu. I'm a social science counselor for the incoming year, and I'm excited to be running as your chair of external affairs. So when I decided to run for counselor in my first year, I was motivated by the impact that advocacy has to uplift an entire community, and I was thinking of how I can be involved in creating such a change at Western. As a peer mentor and president of my student council in the past, advocacy has been a consistent theme in my everyday life. Along this journey, I developed an understanding for the importance of external advocacy. I've learned a lot in my summer job in the customer supply chain about what it means to be a strong representative and communicator among internal and external stakeholders. This experience has taught me about the uniqueness of issues and how to deal with the nuances that are inevitable when we branch out from the internals. As chair of external affairs, I would work closely with our VP, Emily, to properly grasp what it takes to advocate for change at Western at the different levels of government. On the municipal level, I am passionate and motivated to strengthen Western's connection with the City of London. The dynamic of our relationship with the local government can make or break what we are able to achieve. By being a transparent communicator, I am ready to lead an engaged and knowledgeable standing committee to successfully loop in students and council members during university-held events. On the provincial and federal levels, I plan to bring focus to Western's key priorities like GBSV and affordability during committee meetings. With the restructuring of USA's strategic plan, it is essential that we present a strong front to make sure that these issues are represented on the provincial level. To achieve these goals with external stakeholders, it's important to navigate the differences in regulations, communication, type of issues, and more. And as a committee, I want to assure a deep understanding of these issues and all of the differences that come with them. We need to create a best-fitting advocacy solution, and through this plan, as your chair leading you through it, I believe we can do this and be really successful this year. And with that, it's been so nice meeting you all this weekend, and I hope you consider me as your chair of EA. Thank you.
Okay, and my apologies, we do have one more University Affairs candidate, so that was the standing committee before EA, and it is Councillor Roma McDonald.
Sorry about the mix-up, everyone, but hi. Hope you guys are all having a good morning. My name is Roma MacDonald. I'm going into my third year in music, and I'm your incoming music counselor. I'm very excited to be running for the University Affairs Standing Committee chair position. In my first 2 years in the music faculty, I was super lucky to be the secretary and then the speaker of our faculty council. So within those roles, I had a lot of experience on the admin side of things. I was able to see how note-taking processes occur, as well as making agendas and also keeping things within times while also keeping a respectful environment around the council. I think that it's really important to create a healthy environment where everybody feels safe and welcome and open to share their ideas, because I think that is where the best work comes from, when everyone feels comfortable to speak up and to challenge each other in a safe way. So I think that within my role of the chair, if I were to be elected, I could make sure that we get good work done by working together and creating a really great team environment where we can get some good work done this year. So thank you for your time, and I hope you consider me for your UA chair position.
Okay, thank you to all our candidates for making your speeches and giving us your time. I've just dropped in Slack the form to vote for your standing committee chairs. The only thing to note is for UA, you rank your choices. So it's a first choice, second choice, third choice, fourth choice. So with that, please go fill that out on Slack. Okay, so while those results are being tabulated, usually this is how we do balloting in during council. Like, we give whoever's running the ballot some time to tabulate the results. While we do that, we will approve the motion itself. So this is just approving that whatever the results are, we accept them. So please head over to Echo 360 for motion number 1. Okay, this motion passes, though not unanimously. So we'll now move on to our second motion, which is the ratification of the 2023-2024 standing committees. So, oh, go back. What? Okay. And I think the only thing that might be of note is that Austin is not on the board, but Austin is in GNF. Okay. Other than that, do we have a mover for this? Counselor, remind me of it.
Counselor Leakakos.
And a seconder. Counselor Goddess. Do the mover or seconder, would they like to speak on this? Okay, are there any questions on this? Okay, if there are no questions, are there any points of debate or amendments to be made?
My name is spelled wrong. Does it matter? Okay, then no.
We will update that. That is a clerical error. Okay, are there any further points of debate or amendments to be made? Okay, if there are none, please head over to Echo 360 to vote. Okay, this motion passes again, though not unanimously. We now move on to our next motion, which is the election of counselor to Club Governance Board Hiring Committee. Let me just pull that up. So it's whereas there's a proposed change to the Club Governance Hiring Committee, and we require the election of a counselor to sit on the hiring panel, and the hiring process will take place over the summer, and be it resolved that council elect one counselor to sit on the club's governance board hiring committee. President Ajak is our mover, and is there a seconder? Can you send him a mic?
Councillor Telles.
Okay, President Ajak, would you like to speak on this?
No. No.
Okay. Okay, are there any questions on this motion first? Okay, if there are none, we'll now take nominations from the floor. Councillor Kermack.
I'd like to nominate Councillor Sani.
Okay, are there further nominations? Okay, if there are none, yes.
Can I nominate Counselor Hauk?
Yes. And then, are there further nominations? Okay. Okay, so we have two candidates. Sorry, who is the seconder for this motion? Do we remember? Can you, sorry, Melissa's doing meetings. Can you make sure to say it louder into the mic?
Councillor Telles.
Okay, with our 2 nominations, I will give 30 seconds for speeches. Oh, sorry. Mia, you can go first.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mia. I will just say I've worked with a lot of hiring. I was speaker on my council, and then as president, I've done a lot of hiring. I've worked on a hiring panel a lot. So yeah, that's my experience.
And then our second candidate.
Hi, everyone. I just want to say, so I was on the club's governance board last year, which is why I believe that I would help the hiring committee really select candidates who help, who are good for the position and can really take that opportunity to grow and build in the position. And I believe that experience will really allow me to set good expectations and goals for the candidates and for the club's governance board hiring committees to see what really it's like to be on that position.
Okay, amazing. So, we were not expecting 2 nominees. So, we are putting together a form really quick because we don't want to do placards for elections. So, while that is taking place, we're going to do the same thing we did for the last motion or the previous election motion, where what we're approving on the motion is that whatever the results of the form will be is how this will be decided. So please head over to Echo 360 to vote. And I'm about to drop the form into Slack, so also do that. Okay, we're all clear that we need to do Turning Point and Slack, right? Okay, amazing. Okay. Before we go into exec reports, I think I'm gonna call a 10-minute recess so we can get the results of those elections, and then we will move into exec reports. So reconvene at 11. Thank you. I know. Who keeps voting against? Who doesn't want the standing committee? I mean, I could check. Actually, I could check. I'm wondering, is it like, do they think that they're standing? Like, I don't know. Because, like, what I just want to up so bad. It won't let me check until I end the session, but once the meeting is over, I'm checking. And they're in trouble. Because, like, what possible reason do they not let this?
Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna sit over there. Fair enough. We're right here in the corner. But yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah, you got classes. Fuck, that's crazy. How many? You wanna talk on Monday about it? Sorry, I was listening to what happened. Right. Sure. That's fine. So like, how you guys feeling about that? You guys want to make this one? We gotta make like. How would I say that? Yeah, we're going. Real. Sorry. Okay, well. Okay, well that's what it is. Alright. I literally clicked this and I did the most perfect. My bad. I don't know our hex code.
It is copyrighted.
Yeah, why would I know that? Y'all need to put pictures on this shit. Like this. I didn't put pictures.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Bianca.
I haven't put in my photo yet. Okay.
Because I'm like, why am I staring at the logo? I don't want to stare
I
at
know,
it.
I just want to face that.
You too, M. I don't want to see your logos.
I feel like it suits the job well. Like, I feel like that's a helpful course for this day.
How do we feel? Question.
This is 3 lecture hours.
Don't take classes.
It's 1:30 to 4:30. So I essentially have to do like a half day of work with these students. Council is back in session. All right, we are beginning with exec reports. We are beginning with Kathlena, who is the board chair, is here, and she's going to introduce herself really quickly, just so you see her face.
Hi everyone. Just thought I would hop in to say hi. So I am the chair of the USC board. So basically I hang out with Sunday a little bit and the rest of the board who hopefully you'll meet. And we just do a little bit of like the fiduciary responsibility, kind of boring budgeting stuff. But I will be at your meetings, I believe once or twice a semester, along with Emily, who's our Senate chair, just to give you a little bit of an update on what's going on our end in terms of like the Western Senate for her, and then more along the lines of like board and any policy that's being reviewed there. So if you have any questions, Isabella has my email, feel free to email me. And yeah, I'm excited for your retreat and I hope all is going well. Good luck to the candidates for committee chairs.
Okay, amazing. So now the results. So we will not clap for this. For CGB hiring panel, we have Counselor Giasani. And then for the successful candidates for the standing committees, it is Austin Wang, Stavros Liakakos, and Peter Kermack. Okay, moving on to exec reports. President Ajak is the mover. Is there a seconder? Counselor